And boom, we are live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome into a very special Cobra Cast 199. And of course, we are joined by Beep. Krista is in the house. What's up, Krista? How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm ready to get this show started.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
So,
yeah.
It's exciting.
So Chris is going to be hanging out with us. She's going to be helping me keep an eye on a few things. And of course, she's going to be here to tell you about a few other things we have going on. But we're going to go ahead and listen in because I just got off of stream. So I'm just trying to catch up on all the news. There's Elon wearing a suit, by the way. Look at there.
And their efforts. And it's interesting because it's unclear if Elon Musk has really come face to face with any of those workers. I will tell you, one group of people who have, the Republicans in this room, they have been getting an earful at some of their town halls, so much so that Republican leaders have been encouraging them to have these town halls virtually now. I talked to one Republican from Georgia, Richard McCormick.
Hang on. Look at that. So protesters, Antifa protesters threatened to block President Trump's motorcade en route to the Capitol. So Secret Service caught them off guard and sent a full decoy motorcade. Meanwhile, President Trump took the back way. Trump is always 2 steps ahead. Always. Look at there. Holy crap, man.
That's wild.
The fact that Antifa, unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Let's see here. Trying to pull this up. Okay, there's a lot going on.
I don't know if this is Ben Shapiro news, but it is
and Matt Walsh.
News of a certain kind. It has been conveyed to me that Elon Musk is in attendance. We knew that, but he's in a suit and tie. Nancy, you want to break that down? No.
I'd love to. I'll take any and all fashion news tonight. I'm happy to make that my bailiwick. So Elon Musk, the reason that is notable is because he has been showing up in the Oval Office in a T-shirt. Sometimes it says tech support. Sometimes it's emblazoned with the names of one of his companies. They're so triggered over the smallest things. He's been wearing a baseball cap and saying I'm just the hired help here, basically working on computers. And that became especially notable.
All right, we don't need their commentary, to be fair. We just need to see what's going on here. So this is going to be it's not a State of the Union address, but it's going to be a joint address to Congress. And I am seeing reports that President Trump is going to be going off script tonight. And I see you, Valiant Renegade, with a proper 199. Chad Layton with a 50. Holy crap. You guys are insane. So we've got small little pieces of his speech are being released right now. And man, all right, hang on. Let me unmute this. There's Timu Barack Obama. Let's see here. There's another feed that I think I would rather just have this feed. At least I want to. So right now, speech countdown they have it at 12 minutes on this feed right here. We'll see if that's the case or not. Then we see JD Vance there. We see Speaker Johnson there. Let me see what Valiant said really quickly. You guys are crazy. Valiant Renegade with a proper 199. Look at there. Hey, Figs, get ready for the great swords will be shattered. Shields will be broken. All on the deep state's back. Tonight, sit back, grab a beverage, enjoy the MAGA show when the adults spank the kids, call the cops, and kick the overgrown teenagers out. Let's go. Man, it's going to be a fiery night. And of course, $50 from Chad freaking Layton. Holy crap, you guys. So yes, Elon in a suit and tie. And man, it's going to be good. Hail to Jeremy Prime in the chat. Thank you. I can't think of a clever message, so just wanted to give you money. Hope this annoys grifter accusers. I'm always happy about that. I am always happy about it. JD says Trump off script. I'm here for it. it's going to be a hell of a show tonight. That's for sure. Let me see. So at least we got the countdown on this one. So I'll probably keep this one up.
Transfer of power and a new Washington, if you will.
Let's talk about that new Washington with our new bureau chief. Well,
So-
it's not so new anymore.
Krista, I'm supposed to have bad weather in my area potentially. So if you can just have like one of these feeds pulled up in case something happens, you know, and then you can share your screen.
Yep.
I'll make sure we, you know, even if I have to rejoin from my phone, so you'll be good. So you won't be stuck here to talk politics. Okay. Yo Pops for 50 says, yo. There's Cash Patel. Do we want to get the Cash? Hey, Cash Patel's on screen.
877 cash now. 877 cash now. They help thousands, they'll help you too. One lump sum of cash they will pay to you. If you get long-term payments but you need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth. 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
Krista, do you know the joke? Like, have you ever heard of that J.G. Wentworth commercial
Yes.
from back in the day? Okay.
I'm aware of the joke. That was my first time seeing that. So that was so good.
So there's the Trump family right there. Any minute, President Trump to enter the chamber. So
back,
let's
all of the
let's
picks
go ahead and
that
listen.
Donald Trump
We don't
made
want to
for
miss
his
Trump's
cabinet have been
intro.
confirmed. Many of them
We don't want to miss
with
this.
no opposition inside his own party. A couple of them with 1 or 2 no votes. That includes some very controversial people, including Patel, who had to replace a sitting FBI director to even get into that role. In addition to that, Pete Hegseth, Secretary of Defense. A lot of people that I talked to.
I predict that Trump is going to say some things that are going to rock the foundation, and the Democrats are going to be incredibly upset about a lot of this. I also think that the Democrats might make a fool of themselves. I think there will be moments where they there's going to be funny when when these speeches, like the State of the Union, there's moments where Trump will announce an accomplishment. And, you know, there's like bipartisan, you know, moments where both sides stand up. There's going to be moments where Trump announces things like, we've gotten illegal immigration is under control, and the Democrats are going to just sit there and not clap for it. Or we're trying to create peace around the world, and the Democrats are going to have to sit there, you know, and go to right side. Okay, good call. Let me pull up right side real quick. Let's see. RSBN. Okay. Here we go. All right, let's listen in. Here we go.
The joint session will come to order. The chair appoints as members of the committee on the part of the House to escort the President of the United States into the chamber the following: the gentleman from Louisiana, Mr. Scalise; the gentleman from Minnesota, Mr. Emmer; the gentlewoman from Michigan, Mrs. McClain; the gentleman from North Carolina, Mr. Hudson; the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Reschenthaler; the gentleman from Utah, Mr. Moore; the gentlewoman from Indiana, Mrs. Houchin; the gentleman from Oklahoma, Mr. Hearn; the gentleman from New York, Mr. Jeffries; the gentlewoman from Massachusetts.
I'm going to look
Ms.
at that
Clark.
one. I'll look at that one.
The gentleman from California, Mr. Aguilar.
They usually have really good
Gentleman
ones here
from
on the right
California,
side.
Mr. Liu. The gentleman from Colorado, Mr. Nagoose. The gentlewoman from Washington, Ms. Delbene. The gentlewoman from Michigan, Mrs. Dingle.
The President of the Senate, at the direction of that body, appoints the following senators as members of the committee on the part of the Senate to escort the President of the United States into the House chamber. The senator from South Dakota, Mr. Thune. The senator from Wyoming, Mr. Barrasso. The senator from Arkansas, Mr. Cotton. The senator from Oklahoma, Mr. Lankford. The senator from West Virginia, Mrs. Capito. The senator from South Carolina, Mr. Scott. The senator from New York, Mr. Schumer. The senator from Illinois, Mr. Durbin. The senator from Minnesota.
The reason I'll stick with right side is their audio is just significantly better than anybody else's. I wish they wouldn't. I mean, they do the ads or whatever, but hey, they got to pay the bills. All right, but yeah, their audio is just better than everybody else's.
Hit the chamber through the lobby doors.
Let's go. There you go, Krista.
Hey, thank you. That's right. MetaPC, use code 199.
That's right.
Mr. Speaker, the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps.
Man, when they announce Trump, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
My wife loves this place.
Trump's going to get this whole thing under control. Don't worry. Look, Krista.
I hope so. It'd be amazing.
Mr. Speaker, the Chief Justice and Associate Justices of the United States Supreme Court.
That's great.
That would be funny. Trump comes out there and announces the switch to release date and price.
I hope so.
All right. Exciting, exciting. Man, when they announce President Trump, this place is going to go crazy with a massive amount of cheers, and you're going to see the Democrats trying to be retarded because they are. It's going to create, it's like the Attitude Era, as I've mentioned many times. That's what we're going to get. Will eggs be thrown? No telling with these idiots. And we're looking at our next president right there. J.D. Vance will be the next president. That's 48 right there. How long will this last? Don't know. We don't know. This is Trump. We're on Trump time now. So whatever Donald Trump decides. Unicycle peon for 50 on Rumble. I'm old enough to remember when people send super chats that say LFG. I just see looking for group. Cheers from Mississippi. Thank you, Unicycle. Appreciate you, brother. That's right. Hey, Krista, tell them about Meta PC real quick.
Are you looking for a brand new PC or perhaps a pre-built one? Well, go to www.metapcs.com and use code 199 for a discount. That is code 199 for a discount. We also have other things like accessories, keyboards, and mouse. So if you're looking for that type of stuff, go to metapcs.com and use code 199 for a discount.
Look at there. That's what Krista's here for. If Krista says it, you got to go, right? I mean, and it's already in the pinned post, so you guys can check that link out right there in the pinned post. So we appreciate Meta PC. Shout out to you, Valiant. I just saw your tweet, brother. Delona with 20 gifted membership. Let's go. Look at there. Mo Monty with the Geeks and Gamers hat. Love my Meta PC. Highly recommended. Absolutely. I noticed that too. I don't know if they're protesting or what. Yo Pop. Krista with the Meta PC plug LFG for 50.
Shout out. Yo Pops. Thank you.
It'll be interesting if they're wearing their pink suits so they can protest for women's rights. Yet Donald Trump has done more for women's rights than any president in the last several decades, considering he's gotten men out of women's sports. Oh, is it women's history? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Jeremy, you better respect me. It's my month now. Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't pay attention to that shit, so. Yes, it's really good. Whoa, what in the world? Nancy Pelosi's, she's already drunk. Ohika with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you both. We're getting close. Is that Melania? There's Melania right there, right? Yep. All right, we're getting close. Our elegant first lady. And to celebrate, Valiant drops 50 gifted membership. Here we go.
Mr. Speaker, the President's Cabinet.
Let's go. Look at the Democrats over there. Some of them are just sitting and looking forward. They don't even want to interact. They're so pathetic. These Democrats are so pathetic. They're so angry. They're so miserable. And they know that they have nothing. And so they're going to continue to just pout like babies. And that's perfectly fine with me. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. Again, appreciate you, Valiant. Hail to Valiant Renegade. RFA. I love the fact that the Democrats are having to sit here and watch America return to its glory under the greatest president of all time, Donald Trump. And this is what you get. This is the result of a stolen election. Stolen elections have consequences, Democrats. And now you could be done with Trump, but instead you're looking at Trump ascend to a place that even the biggest Trump supporter didn't think was possible. And yet here we are. He's more popular than he's ever been. He's got more power than he's ever had. And if you just would have left things alone in 2020, he wouldn't be in power right now. But instead, we have the heir apparent standing right there in J.D. Vance, who has proven to be someone that can take the MAGA party and move it forward. And you deserved this. The Democrats and everybody involved with 2020, they deserved this. And it's absolutely glorious to see. Linda McMahon should come out to No Chance in Hell. Hey, stop it, Fox. Stop it. Sure, you can get your Meta PC however you like, Mac. Just go over to the website and check it out. FMJ with 10 gifted memberships. That would be pretty awesome. He could pull it off. The fact that Trump did that during the campaign is still the craziest thing ever. Hey, look at there. Look at there, Krista. Look at there, Krista.
Thank you.
Let's
That's
go.
awesome.
That's what's up. That's
Code
what happens.
199.
That's what happens when you have Krista read the ad read, not me. People actually go buy it. So there you go. Thank you, Krista. Great job.
Thank you.
Snarky, distinct nugget. Hey, Krista, did you see the food that Trump was serving that for his team? McDonald's. Oh, it was all McDonald's. Yeah.
I was about to ask, was it McDonald's?
Uh-huh. I'm not going to share my screen right now, but I'll show you later.
Okay.
He would do something like that. Thank you guys so much. Greg Kirby with a gifted membership. Not a banned account. He's not a fan of Trump. Either that or he just trolls a lot. Here's a little extra to cover the Krista tariff. Appreciate that. Brothers of Destruction can silence the dims. Hell yeah. That's what's up, Twilight Media. Love hearing it. Krista, how tall are you?
I am 5'1".
There you go. Exactly, Joel. Exactly. Thank you, Greg Kirby. So we are waiting. We are waiting any moment now. President Trump will be entering the chambers. We're excited. It's going to be must-see TV. Here we go. Here we go. I think this is him. Yep, this is him.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Let's go! The king has arrived, baby. What a king, the man, King Trump has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. That's Steve Scalise behind him. .6'3", 215 pounds, athlete. Jay, you can get in here if you want. Eric Guidewall with 10 gifted memberships. Thank you. The MAGA King has arrived. The most powerful man in the world, the most famous man in the world, the most popular man in the world, President 47, President Donald Trump.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a great honor. Thank you very much. Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance, the First Lady of the United States.
Let's see all the Democrats, if they're sitting down or not, for the First Lady. Yep, look at all these Democrats over there that they're celebrating Women's Month, and they're sitting down for the First Lady. Unbelievable.
Members of the United States Congress, thank you very much. and to my fellow citizens, America is back.
Yeah! Let's go!
6 weeks ago, I stood beneath the dome of this Capitol and proclaimed the dawn of the golden age of America. From that moment on, it has been nothing but swift and unrelenting action to usher in the greatest and most successful era in the history of our country. We have accomplished more in 43 days than most administrations accomplished in 4 years or 8 years, and we are just getting started. I return to this chamber tonight to report that America's momentum is back, our spirit is back, our pride is back, our confidence is back, and the American dream is surging bigger and better than ever before. The American dream is unstoppable, and our country is on the verge of a comeback, the likes of which the world has never witnessed and perhaps will never witness again. There's never been anything like it. The presidential election of November 5th was a mandate like has not been seen in many decades. We won all 7 swing states, giving us an electoral college victory of 312
Let's
votes.
go! Dunker Bill's here! What's up, Jay?
We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
Democrats are protesting him. Oh, baby! Round them out! Let's go!
And won counties in our country, 2,700 to 525. On a map that reads almost completely red for Republican.
This is great.
Now, for the first time in modern history, more Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction than the wrong direction. In fact, it's an astonishing record, 27-point swing, the most ever.
I'm homing, baby.
Likewise, small business optimism saw its single largest 1-month gain
All right,
ever recorded.
They did get him out. Get him the fuck out.
Yeah, get him out, man. These people hate America.
Get him out.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions.
Yeah, get this.
That's your warning.
Sorry.
Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the sergeant at arms to restore order.
Yes. Yeah, get him out.
Get him out. Let's go.
Freaking retards.
The Democrats are trying to make this a circus. That's what they want. They want that.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat.
Sit down.
Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the sergeant at arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
Get out. Get the fuck out.
Oh,
We're
he's
not
gonna go.
putting up
He's
with-
gonna go make a big speech
Oh,
to
yeah, I know
four
it.
people.
Yep,
Four
yep.
people, and CNN will make it look like thousands of people are out there cheering for him.
Yep.
What an embarrassment to this country. This
Yes.
guy,
a disgrace.
everything that's wrong with this country is wrapped up right there.
This is why you lost right here.
Yeah. Keep yelling with your cane.
Yeah, nobody cares.
You're freaking Mr. Fuji. Get out, Mr. Fuji. Get
Members
out.
are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House. Mr. President, you continue.
Thank you. Over the past 6 weeks, I have signed nearly 100 executive orders and taken more than 400 executive actions, a record to restore common sense, safety, optimism, and wealth all across our wonderful land. The people elected me to do the job, and I'm doing it.
God dang, Valiant dropping $10,000 tonight. Look
In
at this
fact, it
guy.
has been stated by many that the first month of our presidency, it's our presidency, is the most successful in the history of our nation. By many. And what makes it even more impressive is that, do you know who number 2 is? George Washington. How about that? I don't know about that list, but we'll take it. Within hours of taking the oath of office, I declared a national emergency on our southern border, and I deployed the U.S. military and Border Patrol to repel the invasion of our country. And what a job they've done. As a result, illegal border crossings last month were by far the lowest ever recorded, ever. They heard my words and they chose not to come. Much easier that way. In comparison, under Joe Biden, the worst president in American history, there were hundreds of thousands of illegal crossings a month. And virtually all of them, including murderers, drug dealers, gang members, and people from mental institutions and insane asylums, were released into our country. Who would want to do that? This is my 5th such speech to Congress. And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. Five times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way.
They're holding up signs. How pathetic and stupid do you have to be?
These people are pathetic. They're children, and they've lost all relevancy. And they can act like this tonight. It won't win over any voters.
So Democrats sitting before me, for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible wins for America? For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
Look at Trump still inviting him. Oh, my God. What the freak is that?
Here you go, Jay.
Every day
Read
my
that one.
administration is fighting to
Democrats.
deliver the
Afuera!
change America needs to bring a
I love it.
future that America deserves, and we're doing it. This is a time for big dreams and bold action. Upon taking office, I imposed an immediate freeze on all federal hiring, a freeze on all new federal regulations, and a freeze on all foreign aid. I terminated the ridiculous Green New Scam. I withdrew from the unfair Paris Climate Accord, which was costing us trillions of dollars that other countries were not paying. I withdrew from the corrupt World Health Organization.
Probably does.
Yeah.
And I also withdrew from the anti-American UN Human Rights Council. We ended all of Biden's environmental restrictions that were making our country far less safe and totally unaffordable. And importantly, we ended the last administration's insane electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto workers and companies from economic destruction.
This is so great. It's fantastic.
To unshackle our economy, I have directed that for every one new regulation, 10 old regulations must be eliminated, just like I did in my very successful first term. And in that first term, we set records on ending unnecessary rules and regulations like no other president had done before. We ordered all federal workers to return to the office. They will either show up for work in person or be removed from their job.
Here's the check messages.
And we have ended weaponized government where, as an example, a sitting president is allowed to viciously prosecute his political opponent, like me. How did that work out? Not too good. And I have stopped all government censorship and brought back free speech in America. It's back. And 2 days ago, I signed an order making English the official language of the United States of America.
Thank you, Eternal Vigilance.
100.
I renamed the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Sammy.
Sammy.
Thank God for President Trump.
And
Absolutely.
likewise, I renamed for a great president, William McKinley, Mount McKinley again. Beautiful Alaska. We love Alaska. We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector and our military.
Thank you.
Our country will be woke no longer.
Yes, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for the $47 on Rumble, Disinformation Minister.
We believe that whether you are a doctor, an accountant, a lawyer, or an air traffic controller, You should be hired and promoted based on skill and
merit.
competence,
That's
not
right.
race or gender. Very important. You should be hired based on merit. And the Supreme Court, in a brave and very powerful decision, has allowed us to do so. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have removed the poison of critical race theory from our public schools.
Thank
And I
God.
signed an order making it the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Yeah. Greatest president ever.
I
They
also
can't even
signed
clap for
an
that. What
executive
a
order
bunch of.
to ban men from playing in women's sports.
And that's why y'all lost, because y'all
That's
sit
it.
there with a pout.
That's right.
Three years ago, Peyton McNabb was an all-star high school athlete, one of the best, preparing for a future in college sports. But when her girls' volleyball match was invaded by a male, he smashed the ball so hard in Peyton's face, causing traumatic brain injury, partially paralyzing her right side and ending her athletic career. It was a shot like she's never seen before. She's never seen anything like it. Peyton is here tonight in the gallery, and Peyton, from now on, schools will kick the men off the girls' team, or they will lose all federal funding.
Yeah. Horrible, man.
Absolutely horrible.
And those pieces of trash just sit there and like frump with their face because they don't agree with that. It should be ashamed of themselves.
And if you really want
Here's
to
the check
see
messages.
numbers, just take a look at what happened in the women's boxing, weightlifting, track and field, swimming, or cycling, where a male recently finished a long-distance race 5 hours and 14 minutes ahead of a woman for a new record by 5 hours. Broke the record by 5 hours. It's demeaning for women, and it's very bad for our country. We're not going to put up with it any longer. What I have just described is only a small fraction of the common sense revolution that is now, because of us, sweeping the entire world. Common sense has become a common theme, and we will never go back. Never. Never going to let that happen. Among my very highest priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families. As you know, we inherited from the last administration an economic catastrophe and an inflation nightmare.
Yep.
Their policies drove up energy prices, pushed up grocery costs, and drove the necessities of life out of reach for millions and millions of Americans. They've never had anything like it. We suffered the worst inflation in 48 years, but perhaps even in the history of our country. They're not sure. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again. Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control. The egg price is out of control, and we're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You inherited a total mess from the previous administration. Do a good job.
Oh, great. Yeah, get him out. What
Yep.
the
A major focus
Idiot.
of our fight to defeat inflation is rapidly reducing the cost of energy. The previous administration cut the number of new oil and gas leases by 95%, slowed pipeline construction to a halt, and closed more than 100 power plants. We are opening up many of those power plants right now. And frankly, we have never seen anything like it. That's why on my first day in office, I declared a national energy emergency. As you've heard me say many times, we have more liquid gold under our feet than any nation on earth, and by far. And now I fully authorize the most talented team ever assembled to go and get it. It's called Drill, Baby, Drill. My administration is also working on a gigantic natural gas pipeline in Alaska, among the largest in the world, where Japan, South Korea, and other nations want to be our partner with investments of trillions of dollars each. There's never been anything like that one. It will be truly spectacular. It's all set to go. The permitting is gotten. And later this week, I will also take historic action to dramatically expand production of critical minerals and rare earths here in the USA. To further combat inflation, we will not only be reducing the cost of energy, but will be ending the flagrant waste of taxpayer dollars.
Huge. And they hate Elon Musk because their friends that are getting all this money is coming to an end.
And to that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency.
There it is.
Perhaps you've heard of it.
Look at Elon.
He's wearing a suit and tie. Don't you own a suit?
Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
Yeah. On her phone. Democrats are pathetic.
He's working very hard. He didn't need this. He didn't need this. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Everybody here, even this side, appreciates it.
I love
it. They just don't want to admit that. Just listen to some of the appalling waste we have already identified. $22 billion from HHS to provide free housing and cars for illegal aliens. $45 million for diversity, equity, and inclusion scholarships in Burma. $40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is. What? $8 million to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of. $60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment in Central America. $60 million. $8 million for making mice transgender. This is real. $32 million for a left-wing propaganda operation in Moldova. $10 million for male circumcision in Mozambique. $20 million for the Arab Sesame Street in the Middle East. It's a program. $20 million for a program.
It's a program.
$1.9 billion to recently created Decarbonization of Homes Committee, headed up, and we know she's involved. Just at the last moment, the money was passed over by a woman named Stacey Abrams. Have you ever heard of her? A $3.5 million consulting contract for lavish fish monitoring. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. $14 million for social cohesion in Mali. $59 million for illegal alien hotel rooms in New York City.
Wow.
He's a real estate developer. He's done very well. $250,000 to increase vegan local climate action innovation in Zambia. $42 million for social and behavior change in Uganda. $14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. Asia's doing very well with learning. You know what we're doing. We should use it ourselves. And $101 million for DEI contracts at the Department of Education, the most ever paid, nothing even like it. Under the Trump administration, all of these scams, and they're far worse, but I didn't think it was appropriate to talk about them. They're so bad. Many more have been found out and exposed and swiftly terminated by a group of very intelligent, mostly young people, headed up by Elon, and we appreciate it. We found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud.
Yeah, wave your little sign.
Idiot.
Bunch of retards, man.
It's really amazing how dumb they
And
are.
we've taken back the money and reduced our debt to fight inflation and other things. Taking back a lot of that money. We got it just in time. This is just the beginning.
Oh, here we go.
The Government Accountability Office, a federal government office, has estimated annual fraud of over $500 billion in our nation.
Wow.
And we are working very hard to stop it. We're going to. We're also identifying shocking levels of incompetence and probable fraud in the Social Security program for our seniors, and that our seniors and people that we love rely on. Believe it or not, government databases list 4.7 million Social Security members from people aged 100 to 109 years old. It lists 3.6 million people from ages 110 to 119. I don't know any of them. I know some people that are rather elderly, but not quite that elderly. 3.47 million people from ages 120 to 129. 3.9 million people from ages 130 to 139. 3.5 million people from ages 140 to 149. And money is being paid to many of them. And we're searching right now. In fact, Pam, good luck. Good luck. You're going to find it. But a lot of money is paid out to people because it just keeps getting paid, and nobody does. And it really hurts Social Security and hurts our country. 1.3 million people from ages 150 to 159, and over 130,000 people, according to the Social Security databases, are age over 160 years old.
Yeah.
We have a healthier country than I thought, Bobby.
How do you not clap for that? Knowing
I know.
Finally corrupt. Like how do you say I'm against that?
To finish,
It's just
1,039 people between the ages of 220 and 229. One person between the age of 240 and 249, and one person is listed at 360 years of age. More than 100 years. More than 100 years older than our country. but we're going to find out where that money's going. And it's not going to be pretty. By slashing all of the fraud, waste, and theft we can find, we will defeat inflation, bring down mortgage rates, lower car payments and grocery prices, protect our seniors, and put more money in the pockets of American families.
Democrats can't stand up for putting more money in the pockets of American families. Amazing.
And today, interest rates took a beautiful drop, big, beautiful drop. It's about time. And in the near future, I want to do what has not been done in 24 years, balance the federal budget. We're going to balance it. With that goal in mind, we have developed in great detail what we are calling the Gold Card, which goes on sale very, very soon. For $5 million, we will allow the most successful job-creating people from all over the world to buy a path to U.S. citizenship. It's like the green card, but better and more sophisticated. And these people will have to pay tax in our country. They won't have to pay tax from where they came. The money that they've made, you wouldn't want to do that, but they have to pay tax, create jobs. They'll also be taking people out of colleges and paying for them so that we can keep them in our country instead of having them being forced out. Number one, at the top school, as an example, being forced out and not being allowed to stay and create tremendous numbers of jobs and great success for a company out there. So while we take out the criminals, killers, traffickers, and child predators who are allowed to enter our country under the open border policy of these people, the Democrats, the Biden administration, the open border insane policies that you've allowed to destroy our country, we will now bring in brilliant, hardworking, job-creating people. They're going to pay a lot of money, and we're going to reduce our debt with that money. Americans have given us a mandate for bold and profound change. For nearly 100 years, the federal bureaucracy has grown until it has crushed our freedoms, ballooned our deficits, and held back America's potential in every possible way. The nation founded by pioneers and risk takers now drowns under millions and millions of pages of regulations and debt. Approvals that should take 10 days to get instead take 10 years, 15 years, and even 20 years before you're rejected. Meanwhile, we have hundreds of thousands of federal workers who have not been showing up to work. My administration will reclaim power from this unaccountable bureaucracy, and we will restore true democracy to America again. And any federal bureaucrat who resists this change will be removed from office immediately.
Yeah.
Because we are draining the swamp. It's very simple. And the days of rule by unelected bureaucrats are over.
Hello.
And the next phase of our plan to deliver the greatest economy in history is for this Congress to pass tax cuts for everybody. They're in there. They're waiting for you to vote. And I'm sure that the people on my right, I don't mean the Republican right, but my right here, I'm sure you're going to vote for those tax cuts, because otherwise I don't believe the people will ever vote you into office. So I'm doing you a big favor by telling you that. But I know this group is going to be voting for the tax.
Oh, you showed them with your little signs. Probably paid for by your taxpayers' dollars.
What's up,
It's a
Megatron?
very, very big part of our plan. We had tremendous success in our first term with it. A very big part of our plan. We're seeking permanent income tax cuts all across the board. And to get urgently needed relief to Americans hit especially hard by inflation, I'm calling for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors.
Democrats can't even stand up for that.
No.
God, they're looking so bad right now. Oh my God. These
And
idiots.
I also want to make interest payments on car loans tax deductible, but only if the car is made in America.
Oh, there we go.
And by the way, we're going to have growth in the auto industry like nobody's ever seen. Plants are opening up all over the place. Deals are being made. Never seen. That's a combination of the election win and tariffs. It's a beautiful word, isn't it? That, along with our other policies, will allow our auto industry to absolutely boom. It's going to boom. Spoke to the majors today, all three, the top people, and they're so excited. In fact, already numerous car companies have announced that they will be building massive automobile plants in America, with Honda just announcing a new plant in Indiana, one of the largest anywhere in the world.
Wow.
And this has taken place since our great victory on November 5th, a date which will hopefully go down as one of the most important in the history of our country.
He points to the Democrats.
In addition, as part of our tax cuts, we want to cut taxes on domestic production and all manufacturing. And just as we did before, we will provide 100% expensing. It will be retroactive to January 20th, 2025. And it was one of the main reasons why our tax cuts were so successful in our first term, giving us the most successful economy in the history of our country. First term. We had a great first term.
And their talking point is going to be he's giving tax breaks to billionaires because of this.
If you don't
right
make
there.
your product in America,
Hail legalize
however,
adulthood.
under the Trump
Yeah.
administration, you will pay a tariff, and in some cases, a rather large one. Other countries have used tariffs against us for decades, and now it's our turn to start using them against those other countries. On average, the European Union, China, Brazil, India, Mexico, and Canada, have you heard of them? And countless other nations charge us tremendously higher tariffs than we charge them. It's very unfair. India charges us auto tariffs higher than 100%. China's average tariff on our products is twice what we charge them. And South Korea's average tariff is 4 times higher. Think of that, 4 times higher. And we give so much help militarily and in so many other ways to South Korea, but that's what happens. This is happening by friend and foe. This system is not fair to the United States and never was. And so on April 2nd, I wanted to make it April 1st, but I didn't want to be accused of April Fool's Day. That's not just one day, which cost us a lot of money. But we're going to do it in April. I'm a very superstitious person. April 2nd, reciprocal tariffs kick in. And whatever they tariff us, other countries, we will tariff them. That's reciprocal, back and forth. Whatever they tax us, we will tax them. If they do non-monetary tariffs to keep us out of their market, then we will do non-monetary barriers to keep them out of our market. There's a lot of that, too. They don't even allow us in their market. We will take in trillions and trillions of dollars and create jobs like we have never seen before. I did it with China and I did it with others, and the Biden administration couldn't do anything about it because there was so much money they couldn't do anything about it. We have been ripped off for decades by nearly every country on earth, and we will not let that happen any longer. Much has been said over the last 3 months about Mexico and Canada, but we have very large deficits with both of them. But even more importantly, they've allowed fentanyl to come into our country at levels never seen before, killing hundreds of thousands of our citizens and many very young, beautiful people, destroying families. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. They are, in effect, receiving subsidies of hundreds of billions of dollars. We pay subsidies to Canada and to Mexico of hundreds of billions of dollars, and the United States will not be doing that any longer. We're not going to do it any longer.
Billy Will.
Thanks
What's up,
to
Billy
our
Will?
America First policies we're putting into place, we have had $1.7 trillion of new investment in America in just the past few weeks. The combination of the election and our economic policies that people of SoftBank, one of the most brilliant anywhere in the world, announced a $200 billion investment. OpenAI and Oracle, Larry Ellison, announced $500 billion investment, which they wouldn't have done if Kamala had won. Apple announced $500 billion investment. Tim Cook called me. He said, I cannot spend it fast enough. It's going to be much higher than that, I believe. They'll be building their plants here instead of in China. And just yesterday, Taiwan Semiconductor, the biggest in the world, most powerful in the world, has a tremendous amount, 97% of the market, announced a $165 billion investment to build the most powerful chips on earth right here in the USA. And we're not giving them any money. Your CHIPS Act is a horrible, horrible thing. We give hundreds of billions of dollars, and it doesn't mean a thing. They take our money and they don't spend it. All that meant to them, we're giving them no money. All that was important to them was they didn't want to pay the tariffs, so they came and they're building, and many other companies are coming. We don't have to give them money. We just want to protect our businesses and our people. And they will come because they won't have to pay tariffs if they build in America. So it's very amazing. You should get rid of the CHIP Act, and whatever's left over, Mr. Speaker, you should use it to reduce debt or any other reason you want to. Our new trade policy will also be great for the American farmer. I love the farmer. Who will now be selling into our home market, the USA, because nobody is going to be able to compete with you. Because there's goods that come in from other countries and companies. They're really in a bad position in so many different ways. They're uninspected. They may be very dirty and disgusting, and they come in and they pour in and they hurt our American farmers. The tariffs will go on agricultural product coming into America, and our farmers, starting on April 2nd, it may be a little bit of an adjustment period. We had that before when I made the deal with China. $50 billion of purchases.
in the
I said,
chat.
just bear with me. And they did. They did. Probably have to bear with me again, and this will be even better. That was great. The problem with it was that Biden didn't enforce it. He didn't enforce it. $50 billion of purchases. They were doing great, but Biden did not enforce it, and it hurt our farmers. But our farmers are going to have a field day right now. So to our farmers, have a lot of fun. I love you too. I love you too. All going to happen.
Links are in the chat. Meta PC.
And I have
Promo code
also
199.
imposed a 25% tariff on foreign aluminum, copper, lumber, and steel, because if we don't have, as an example, steel and lots of other things, we don't have a military, and frankly, we just won't have a country very long. Here today is a proud American steelworker, fantastic person from Decatur, Alabama, Jeff Denard. Has been working at the same steel plant for 27 years in a job that has allowed him to serve as the captain of his local
What's up, Dougie B?
volunteer fire department, raised 7 children with his beautiful wife, Nicole, and over the years provide a loving home for more than 40 foster children. So great, Jeff.
Amazing.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Stories like Jeff's remind us that tariffs are not just about protecting American jobs. They're about protecting the soul of our country. Tariffs are about making America rich again and making America great again, and it's happening, and it will happen rather quickly. There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that. It won't be much. No, you're not. Oh. And look where Biden took us. Very low, the lowest we've ever been. Jeff, I want to thank you very much. And I also want to recognize another person who has devoted herself to foster care community. She works so hard on it. A very loving person, our magnificent First Lady of the United States. Melania's work has yielded incredible results, helping prepare our nation's future leaders as they enter the workforce. Our First Lady is joined by 2 impressive young women, very impressive. Haley Ferguson, who benefited from the First Lady's Fostering the Future initiative and is poised to complete her education and become a teacher. And Elliston Berry, who became a victim of an illicit deepfake image produced by a peer. With Elliston's help, the Senate just passed the Take It Down Act, and this is so important. Thank you very much, John. John Thune, thank you. Stand up, John.
And the Democrats going to stand up for this?
Thank you all very much.
No.
Of course not.
Unbelievable. Please show the Democrats not standing up.
Thank you.
That's what we need to focus
And
on.
thank you to John Thune and the Senate. Great job. To criminalize the publication of such images online is terrible, terrible thing. And once it passes the House, I look forward to signing that bill into law. Thank you. And I'm going to use that bill for myself, too, if you don't mind. Because nobody gets treated worse than I do online. Nobody. That's great. Thank you very much to the Senate. Thank you. But if we truly care about protecting Americans' children, no step is more crucial than securing America's borders. Over the past 4 years, 21 million people poured into the United States. Many of them were murderers, human traffickers, gang members, and other criminals from the streets of dangerous cities all throughout the world. Because of Joe Biden's insane and very dangerous open border policies, they are now strongly embedded in our country, but we are getting them out and getting them out fast. And I want to thank Tom Homan and Christy. I want to thank you and Paul of Border Patrol. I want to thank you. What a job they've all done. Everybody, Border Patrol, ICE, law enforcement in general is incredible. We have to take care of our law enforcement. Have to. A brilliant 22-year-old nursing student named Lakin Riley, the best in her class, admired by everybody, went out for a jog on the campus of the University of Georgia. That morning, Lakin was viciously attacked, assaulted, beaten, brutalized, and horrifically murdered. Lakin was stolen from us by a savage illegal alien gang member who was arrested while trespassing across Biden's open southern border.
Prayers in the
and then
chat
set loose
for
into the
Lakin
United
Riley's
States
family.
under the heartless policies of that failed administration. It was indeed a failed administration. He had then been arrested and released in a Democrat-run sanctuary city, a disaster, before ending the life of this beautiful young angel. With us this evening are Lakin's beloved mother, Allison, and her sister, Lauren.
Pathetic.
Last year, I told Lakin's grieving parents that we would ensure their daughter would not have died in vain. That's why the very first bill I signed into law as your 47th president mandates the detention of all dangerous criminal aliens who threaten public safety. It's a very strong, powerful act. It's called the Lakin-Riley Act. So Allison and Lauren, America will never, ever forget our beautiful Lakin Hope Riley. Thank you very much. Since taking office, my administration has launched the most sweeping border and immigration crackdown in American history, and we quickly achieved the lowest numbers of illegal border crossers ever recorded. Thank you. The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
Oh, the Democrats are so mad. Are they holding their signs up? Are they holding them? Oh, hold your signs up, Democrats. Holy shit.
Joe Biden didn't just open our borders, he flew illegal aliens over them to overwhelm our schools, hospitals, and communities throughout the country. Entire towns like Aurora, Colorado, and Springfield, Ohio, buckled under the weight of the migrant occupation and corruption like nobody's ever seen before. Beautiful towns destroyed. Now, just as I promised in my inaugural address, we are achieving the great liberation of America. But there still is much work to be done. Here tonight is a woman I have gotten to know, Alexis Nungari from Houston. Wonderful woman. Last June, Alexis's 12-year-old daughter, her precious Jocelyn, walked to a nearby convenience store. She was kidnapped, tied up, assaulted for 2 hours under a bridge, and horrifically murdered. Arrested and charged with this heinous crime are two illegal alien monsters from Venezuela released into America by the last administration through their ridiculous open border. The death of this beautiful 12-year-old girl and the agony of her mother and family touched our entire nation greatly. Alexis, I promised that we would always remember your daughter, your magnificent daughter. And earlier tonight, I signed an order keeping my word to you. One thing I have learned about Jocelyn is that she loved animals so much. She loved nature. Across Galveston Bay, from where Jocelyn lived in Houston, you will find a magnificent national wildlife refuge, a pristine, peaceful, 34,000-acre sanctuary for all of God's creatures on the edge of the Gulf of America. Alexis, moments ago, I formally renamed that refuge in loving memory of your beautiful daughter, Jocelyn. So, Mr. Vice President, if you would, may I have the order?
That is awesome. That is awesome. God bless President Trump.
That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it.
Thank you very much. All three savages charged with Jocelyn and Lakin's murders were members of the Venezuelan prison gang, the toughest gang, they say, in the world, known as Tren de Aragua. 2 weeks ago, I officially designated this gang, along with MS-13 and the bloodthirsty Mexican drug cartels, as foreign terrorist organizations. They are now officially in the same category as ISIS, and that's not good for them. Countless thousands of these terrorists were welcomed into the U.S. by the Biden administration. But now every last one will be rounded up and forcibly removed from our country, or, if they're too dangerous, put in jails, standing trial in this country, because we don't want them to come back ever. With us this evening is a warrior on the front lines of that battle, Border Patrol Agent Roberto Ortiz. Great guy. In January, Roberto and another agent were patrolling by the Rio Grande near an area known as Cartel Island. Doesn't sound too nice to me. When heavily armed gunmen started shooting at them, Roberto saw that his partner was totally exposed, at great danger, and he leapt into action, returning fire and providing crucial seconds for his fellow agent to seek safety, just barely. I have some of the prints of that event, and it was not good. Agent Ortiz, we salute you for your great courage and for your line of fire that you took, and for the bravery that you showed. We honor you, and we will always honor you. Thank you, Roberto, very much. Thank you, Roberto. And I actually got to know him on my many calls to the border. He's a great, great gentleman. The territory to the immediate south of our border is now dominated entirely by criminal cartels that murder, rape, torture, and exercise total control. They have total control over a whole nation. posing a grave threat to our national security. The cartels are waging war in America, and it's time for America to wage war on the cartels, which we are doing. Five nights ago, Mexican authorities, because of our tariff policies being imposed on them, think of this, handed over to us 29 of the biggest cartel leaders in their country. That has never happened before. They want to make us happy. First time ever. But we need Mexico and Canada to do much more than they've done, and they have to stop the fentanyl and drugs pouring into the USA. They're going to stop it. I have sent Congress a detailed funding request laying out exactly how we will eliminate these threats to protect our homeland and complete the largest deportation operation in American history, larger even than current record holder President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a moderate man, but someone who believed very strongly in borders. Americans expect Congress to send me this funding without delay so I can sign it into law. So, Mr. Speaker, John Thune, both of you, I hope you're going to be able to do that, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Mr. Leader, thank you. Thank you very much. And let's get it to me. I'll sign it so fast, you won't even believe it. And as we reclaim our sovereignty, we must also bring back law and order to our cities and towns.
Yes.
In recent years, our justice system has been turned upside down by radical left lunatics. Many jurisdictions virtually ceased enforcing the law against dangerous repeat offenders while weaponizing law enforcement against political opponents like me. My administration has acted swiftly and decisively to restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law, starting at the FBI and the DOJ. Pam, good luck. Cash, wherever you may be, good luck. Good luck. Pam Bondi. Good luck. So important. Going to do a great job. Cash, thank you.
There's Cash.
Yeah, that's my guy right there. Coming out with a gold tie.
He's focused. He's focused. He's
Yeah.
not even smiling. He's like,
They've already started very strong. They're going to do a fantastic job. You're going to be very proud of them. We're also once again giving our police officers the support, protection, and respect they so
absolutely
dearly deserve. They have to get it. They have such a hard, dangerous job, but we're going to make it less dangerous. The problem is the bad guys don't respect the law, but they're starting to respect it, and they soon will respect it. This also includes our great fire departments throughout the country. Our firemen and women are unbelievable people, and we'll never forget them. And besides that, they voted for me in record numbers, so I have no choice. 1 year ago this month, 31-year-old New York police officer Jonathan Diller, unbelievably wonderful person and a great officer, was gunned down at a traffic stop on Long Island. I went to his funeral. The vicious criminal charged with his murder had 21 prior arrests, and they were rough arrests, too. He was a real bad one. The thug in the seat next to him had 14 prior arrests and went by the name of Killer. He was Killer. He killed other people, they say, a lot of them. I attended Officer Diller's service, and when I met his wife and one-year-old son, Ryan, it was very inspirational, actually. His widow's name is Stephanie, and she is here tonight. Stephanie, thank you very much, Stephanie. Thank you very much. Stephanie, we're going to make sure that Ryan knows his dad was a true hero, New York's finest. And we're going to get these cold-blooded killers and repeat offenders off our streets, so we're going to do it fast. Got to stop it. They get out with 28 arrests. They push people into subway trains. They hit people over the head, back of the head with baseball bats. We got to get them out of here. I've already signed an executive order requiring a mandatory death penalty for anyone who murders a police officer. And tonight I'm asking Congress to pass that policy into permanent law. I'm also asking for a new crime bill getting tough on repeat offenders while enhancing protections for America's police officers so they can do their jobs without fear of their lives being totally destroyed. They don't want to be killed. We're not going to let them be killed. Joining us in the gallery tonight is a young man who truly loves our police. His name is DJ Daniel. He is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer.
That's awesome.
But in 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago.
How
they can't even clap for
a kid with cancer.
Since that time, DJ and his dad have been on a quest to make his dream come true, and DJ has been sworn in as an honorary law enforcement officer, actually a number of times. The police love him. The police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all.
Look at that.
I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
That's what's up, man.
Oh, dude, Trump is the
man, look how
dude.
excited he is. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
That is awesome, man.
Thank you, DJ.
They're still sitting down. Oh my God.
DJ's doctors believe his cancer likely came from a
trash,
chemical
just
he was exposed to when he was younger. Since 1975, rates of child cancer have increased by more than 40%. Reversing this trend is one of the top priorities for our new presidential commission to make America healthy again, chaired by our new Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy, Jr. With the name Kennedy, you would have thought everybody over here would have been sure. How quickly they forget. Our goal is to get toxins out of our environment, poisons out of our food supply, and keep our children healthy and strong. As an example, not long ago, and you can't even believe these numbers, 1 in 10,000 children had autism, 1 in 10,000, and now it's 1 in 36. There's something wrong, 1 in 36. Think of that. So we're going to find out what it is, and there's nobody better than Bobby and all of the people that are working with you. You have the best to figure out what is going on. Okay, Bobby, good luck. It's a very important job. Thank you. Thank you. My administration is also working to protect our children from toxic ideologies in our schools. A few years ago, January Littlejohn and her husband discovered that their daughter's school had secretly socially transitioned their 13-year-old little girl. Teachers and administrators conspired to deceive January and her husband while encouraging her daughter to use a new name and pronouns. They, them pronoun, actually, all without telling January, who is here tonight and is now a courageous advocate against this form of child abuse. January, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Stories like this are why, shortly after taking office, I signed an executive order banning public schools from indoctrinating our children with transgender ideology. I also signed an order to cut off all taxpayer funding to any institution that engages in the sexual mutilation of our youth. And now I want Congress to pass a bill permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes on children and forever ending the lie that any child is trapped in the wrong body. This is a big lie. And our message to every child in America is that you are perfect exactly the way God made you.
Big
Because
shout
we're
out to
getting
Krista for keeping up
wokeness
with
out of our
the super
schools
chats.
and out
Thank
of
you,
our
Krista.
military, and it's already out, and it's out of our society. We don't want it. Wokeness is trouble. Wokeness is bad. It's gone. It's gone. And we feel so much better for it, don't we? Don't we feel better? Our service members won't be activists and ideologues. They will be fighters and warriors. They will fight for our country. And Pete, congratulations. Secretary of Defense, congratulations.
Thank you, Eric.
And he's not big into the woke movement, I can tell you. I know him well. I am pleased to report that in January, the U.S. Army had its single best recruiting month in 15 years, and that all armed services are having among the best recruiting results ever in the history of our services. What a difference. And you know, it was just a few months ago where the results were exactly the opposite. We couldn't recruit anywhere. We couldn't recruit. Now we're having the best results just about that we've ever had. What a tremendous turnaround. It's really a beautiful thing to see. People love our country again. It's very simple. They love our country and they love being in our military again. So it's a great thing, and thank you very much. Great job. Thank you. We're joined tonight by a young man, Jason Hartley, who knows the weight of that call of duty. Jason's father, grandfather, and great-grandfather all wore the uniform. Jason tragically lost his dad, who was also a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy when he was just a boy, and now he wants to carry on the family legacy of service. Jason is a senior in high school, a 6-letter varsity athlete, a really good athlete, they say, a brilliant student with a 4.46, that's good, GPA. And his greatest dream is to attend the U.S. Military Academy at West Point.
Good one, Mike. Hail Criticalus.
And Jason, that's a very big deal getting in. That's a hard one to get into. But I'm pleased to inform you that your application has been accepted. You will soon be joining the
I love it, man. This is awesome.
This is America, baby.
Someone said, "That's my son." That's my son.
Hey, look, little DJ, give him a high five, man.
The cancer kid got him.
This
Yeah.
is awesome. Krista, are you enjoying this?
Thank you. Jason, you're going to be on the long gray line, Jason. As Commander-in-Chief, my focus is on building the most powerful military of the future. As a first step, I'm asking Congress to fund a state-of-the-art Golden Dome missile defense shield to protect our homeland, all made in the USA.
Probably
Ronald Reagan
trying to figure out how to pull his pants
wanted to do it long ago,
Mark
but
Hamill.
the technology just wasn't there, not even close. But now we have the technology. It's incredible, actually. And other places they have it. Israel has it. Other places have it. And the United States should have it too, right, Tim? Right? They should have it too. So I want to thank you. But it's a very, very important. This is a very dangerous world. We should have it. We want to be protected, and we're going to protect our citizens like never before. To boost our defense industrial base, we are also going to resurrect the American shipbuilding industry, including commercial shipbuilding and military shipbuilding.
So proud of my boy.
And for that purpose, I am announcing tonight that we will create a new Office of Shipbuilding in the White House and offer special tax incentives to bring this industry home to America where it belongs. We used to make so many ships. We don't make them anymore very much, but we're going to make them very fast, very soon. It will have a
Shout
huge
out.
impact. To further enhance our national security, my administration will be reclaiming
I don't know if I'll
the
get hit on
Panama
that one.
Canal,
I'll have to look.
and we've already started doing it.
Yeah, got to be careful on some of these songs. They
Hey,
take the
stop
stream
laughing.
down.
I'm not laughing at him.
Just today, a large
Not at all.
American company announced they are buying both ports around the Panama Canal.
Congratulations.
And lots of other things having to do with the Panama Canal and a couple of other canals. The Panama Canal was built by Americans for Americans, not for others, but others could use it. But it was built at tremendous cost of American blood and treasure. 38,000 workers died building the Panama Canal. They died of malaria. They died of snake bites and mosquitoes. Not a nice place to work. They paid them very highly to go there, knowing there was a 25% chance that they would die. The most expensive project also that was ever built in our country's history, if you bring it up to modern day costs. It was given away by the Carter administration for $1. but that agreement has been violated very severely. We didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back. And we have Marco Rubio in charge. Good luck, Marco. Now, we know who to blame if anything goes wrong.
There we go.
Marco's been amazing, and he's going to do a great job. Think of it. He got 100 votes. You know, he was approved with actually 99, but the 100th was this gentleman, and I feel very certain. So let's assume he got 100 votes. And I'm either very, very happy about that or I'm very concerned about it. But he's already proven. I mean, he's a great gentleman. He's respected by everybody, and we appreciate you voting for Marco. He's going to do a fantastic job. Thank you. Thank you. He's doing a great job. Great job.
He is doing a really good job under Trump.
And
He
I
really
also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security. And we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security. And I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it. We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before. It's a very small population, but very, very large piece of land and very, very important for military security. America is once again standing strong against the forces of radical Islamic terrorism. 3.5 years ago, ISIS terrorists killed 13 American service members and countless others in the Abbey Gate bombing during the disastrous and incompetent withdrawal from Afghanistan. Not that they were withdrawing, it was the way they withdrew. Perhaps the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. Tonight, I am pleased to announce that we have just apprehended the top terrorist responsible for that atrocity, and he is right now on his way here to face the swift sword of American justice.
They won't even stand for capturing a terrorist.
No. And at this point, I'm glad. Let him continue to sit
same.
and make. Look at this. Unbelievable disrespect. You deserve to be miserable for the rest of your lives, Democrats.
And I want to thank especially the government of Pakistan for helping arrest this monster. This was a very momentous day for those 13 families who I actually got to know very well, most of them, whose children were murdered, and the many people that were so badly, over 42 people, so badly injured on that fateful day in Afghanistan. What a horrible day. Such incompetence was shown that when Putin saw what happened, I guess he said, wow, maybe this is my chance. That's how bad it was. Should have never happened. Grossly incompetent people. I spoke to many of the parents and loved ones, and they're all in our hearts tonight. Just spoke to them on the phone. We had a big call. Every one of them called, and everybody was on the line, and they did nothing but cry with happiness. They were very happy, as happy as you can be under those circumstances. Their child, brother, sister, son, daughter was killed for no reason whatsoever. In the Middle East, we're bringing back our hostages from Gaza. In my first term, we achieved one of the most groundbreaking peace agreements in generations, the Abraham Accords. And now we're going to build on that foundation to create a more peaceful and prosperous future for the entire region. A lot of things are happening in the Middle East. People have been talking about that so much lately with everything going on with Ukraine and Russia. But a lot of things are happening in the Middle East. It's a rough neighborhood, actually. I'm also working tirelessly to end the savage conflict in Ukraine. Millions of Ukrainians and Russians have been needlessly killed or wounded in this horrific and brutal conflict with no end in sight. The United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense with no security, with no anything. Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
2,000 people are being killed every single week. More than that. They're Russian young people. They're Ukrainian young people. They're not Americans, but I want it to stop. Meanwhile, Europe has sadly spent more money buying Russian oil and gas than they have spent on defending Ukraine by far. Think of that. They've spent more buying Russian oil and gas than they have defending. And we've spent perhaps $350 billion, like taking candy from a baby. That's what happened. And they've spent $100 billion. What a difference that is. And we have an ocean separating us, and they don't. But we're getting along very well with them, and lots of good things are happening. Biden has authorized more money in this fight than Europe has spent by billions and billions of dollars. It's hard to believe that they wouldn't have stopped it and said at some point, come on, let's equalize. You got to be equal to us. But that didn't happen. Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelensky of Ukraine. The letter reads, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. We do really value how much America has done to help Ukraine maintain its sovereignty and independence. Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it at any time that is convenient for you. I appreciate that he sent this letter, just got it a little while ago. Simultaneously, we've had serious discussions with Russia and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful? It's time to stop this madness. It's time to halt the killing. It's time to end this senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides. Nearly 4 years ago, amid rising tensions, a history teacher named Mark Fogel was detained in Russia and sentenced to 14 years in a penal colony. Rough stuff. The previous administration barely lifted a finger to help him. They knew he was innocent, but they had no idea where to begin. But last summer, I promised his 95-year-old mother, Malphine, that we would bring her boy safely back home. After 22 days in office, I did just that, and they are here tonight.
What up, Cody?
To Mark and his great mom, we are delighted to have you safe and sound and with us. As fate would have it, Mark Fogel was born in a small rural town in Butler, Pennsylvania. Have you heard of it? Where his mother has lived for the past 78 years. I just happened to go there last July 13th for a rally. That was not pleasant. And that is where I met his beautiful mom right before I walked onto that stage.
Yep.
And I told her I would not forget what she said about her son.
Uh-huh.
And I never did I? Never forgot. Less than 10 minutes later, at that same rally, gunfire rang out, and a sick and deranged assassin unloaded 8 bullets from his sniper's perch into a crowd of many thousands of people. My life was saved by a fraction of an inch, but some were not so lucky. Corey Comparator was a firefighter, a veteran, a Christian, a husband, a devoted father, and above all, a protector. When the sound of gunshots pierced the air, it was a horrible sound. Corey knew instantly what it was and what to do. He threw himself on top of his wife and daughters and shielded them from the bullets with his own body. Corey was hit really hard. You know the story from there. He sacrificed his life to save theirs. 2 others, very fine people, were also seriously hit. But thankfully, with the help of 2 great country doctors, we thought they were gone and they were saved. So those doctors had great talent. We're joined by Corey's wife, Helen, who was his high school sweetheart, and their 2 beloved daughters, Allison and Kaylee. Thank you.
Hero.
To Helen, Allison, and Kaylee, Corey is looking down on his 3 beautiful ladies right now, and he is cheering you on. He loves you. He is cheering you on. Corey was taken from us much too soon, but his destiny was to leave us all with a shining example of the selfless devotion of a true American patriot. It was love like Corey's that built our country, and it's love like Corey's that is going to make our country more majestic than ever before. I believe that my life was saved that day in Butler for a very good reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. I believe that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. From the patriots of Lexington and Concord to the heroes of Gettysburg and Normandy, from the warriors who crossed the Delaware to the trailblazers who climbed the Rockies, and from the legends who soared at Kitty Hawk to the astronauts who touched the moon, Americans have always been the people who defied all odds, transcended all dangers, made the most extraordinary sacrifices, and did whatever it took to defend our children, our country, and our freedom. And as we have seen in this chamber tonight, that same strength, faith, love, and spirit is still alive and thriving in the hearts of the American people. Despite the best efforts of those who would try to censor us, silence us, break us, destroy us, Americans are today a proud, free, sovereign, and independent nation that will always be free, and we will fight for it till death. We will never let anything happen to our beloved country, because we are a country of doers, dreamers, fighters, and survivors. Our ancestors crossed a vast ocean, strode into the unknown wilderness, and carved their fortunes from the rock and soil of a perilous and very dangerous frontier. They chased our destiny across a boundless continent. They built the railroads, laid the highways, and graced the world with American marvels like the Empire State Building, the mighty Hoover Dam, and the towering Golden Gate Bridge. They lit the world with electricity, broke free of the force of gravity, fired up the engines of American industry, vanquished the communists, fascists, and Marxists all over the world, and gave us countless modern wonders sculptured out of iron, glass, and steel. We stand on the shoulders of these pioneers who won and built the modern age. These workers who poured their sweat into the skylines of our cities. These warriors who shed their blood on fields of battle and gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. Now it is our time to take up the righteous cause of American liberty. And it is our turn to take America's destiny into our own hands and begin the most thrilling days in the history of our country. This will be our greatest era. With God's help, over the next 4 years, we are going to lead this nation even higher, and we are going to forge the freest, most advanced, most dynamic, and most dominant civilization ever to exist on the face of this earth. We are going to create the highest quality of life, build the safest and wealthiest and healthiest and most vital communities anywhere in the world. We are going to conquer the vast frontiers of science, and we are going to lead humanity into space and plant the American flag on the planet Mars and even far beyond. And through it all, we are going to rediscover the unstoppable power of the American spirit. And we are going to renew unlimited promise of the American dream. Every single day, we will stand up and we will fight, fight, fight for the country our citizens believe in and for the country our people deserve. My fellow Americans, get ready for an incredible future, because the golden age of America has only just begun. It will be like nothing that has ever been seen before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Thank you, Heavy Metal. Appreciate it. Trump crushed it tonight. Hail Cole Hauser. Florida, baby. Legendary night from the greatest president of all time, President Trump.
Great honor. Thank you. Thank you. Get this place going. It's a great honor. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
No, it's fantastic.
See you soon. Young people to grow. I'm trying to. Great guy. Thank you. That's your favorite. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you again. Thank you again. Won't forget. So good.
Yep.
So good, sir. That's terrific, Mr. Really good. It's really outstanding. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, Mr. President. Thanks. Great job. Great.
Thank you for the 5 gifties.
Thanks again, Mr. President.
Thanks for the phone call last night.
Absolutely.
Oh.
I'm not going to get you. Sorry.
Thank you, everybody. Great speech. Great speech.
She's wearing red.
Best speech ever. Yes.
President Roger Williams, thanks for the call.
I love Roger Williams. Thank you. You don't have to introduce yourself.
I love Roger Williams.
What's
up, X-Wing?
Great job you're doing. America's back. Thank you so much.
Welcome you back in Pennsylvania anytime, sir.
They stood for.
Thank you all.
They stood for another country, not our country. That was phenomenal. It's hard to believe, isn't it? That was fantastic, sir. That was amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you. Quick selfie.
Good job, Mr. President.
He's trying to get that selfie. It is Bubbles, isn't it? He looks like Bubbles. That guy in front of Trump, Krista. Right there. It's Bubbles.
Oh my goodness.
He's trying to stay out of the camera.
Want me to get a picture and shake his hand or anything? You good?
Thank you very much.
Let's do bios.
Thank you, darling.
Fraser, thank you. I love you. Best speech on the board ever. Yeah, it was so good.
Thank you.
So good.
Hey, you rocked it, Mr. President. We're with you, 100%. Crushed. Really good.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Best speech ever. Thank you.
What's the best? Mr. President, that was great.
That was awesome.
It was. Thank you.
Great job. Let's go. Get down to that. You get down. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you. It's so great. It's so great.
Thank you, everybody. Good job.
Thank you for mentioning God needs to help us.
Thank you.
Thank you, legalize adulthood.
Great speech. Great speech. Thanks for taking my call. Good luck. My man.
Thank you for staying
You really triggered those people.
Yeah.
Tremendous, Mr. President. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for the beneficial ownership ban this week.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for mentioning farmers.
Well, we love our farmers. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Mr. You earned this night.
Thank you very much.
What's up, Mo?
What time? Thank you, man. Problem. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
It's great again, brother. Thank you.
I did indeed. You better believe it.
Very well done,
Good
sir.
endorsement.
President, home run.
Thank you.
Great job. You killed it.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, everybody.
You did great.
Thank you. Good job. Thank
Hey,
you.
great to see you. Slam dunk.
You're doing good.
Thank you, sir. You did amazing, per usual.
Thank you. I'll see you.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you. Hey, cheese. Thank you.
She came all the way back around to get a photo.
No, I think she's been back there. She was back there earlier.
Congressman from Eastern Washington. We've never
In
met.
Bober,
That was
Luna.
her hand already.
Yeah. Bob Bobert.
Yeah. She walked all the way there.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You did a great job. Thank you.
Home run, man.
Yeah, right.
Home run. Home run.
That was a good one. President, good to see you, sir. Good job. Thank you very much. Looking good. Look at him. I need to talk to you about some buildings, some public buildings. You let me know. I will. Thanks, sir. Mr. President.
Okay, so
There you go.
legendary speech from President Trump. Surpassed every expectation, and then some, and the feel-good stories that he was able to bring in there as well. What an unbelievable night. I mean, just I'm pretty blown away by it. We expected a lot, and he delivered, as he often does. I mean, and Krista, thank you for highlighting all the super chats tonight. Obviously, this is a, we'll highlight all of them for sure and read them as some of them come in. Streams like this are all about, the entire, moment of the speech and everything like that. You guys have been insane tonight, by the way. Thank you so much. Shout out to MetaPC for being here. And of course, if you want to go over there and use the promo code 199. Krista, you don't want to tell them about MetaPC real quick?
If you guys are looking for a PC or a pre-built PC, you can head on over to metapc.com and use code 199 for a discount. That is code 199 for a discount. Also, we have other things like accessories, like mouse pads and keyboards and mouses. So head on over to metapc.com and use code 199 for a discount.
There we go. I think Krista sells more computers than I do. Just I don't know why. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I don't know if anybody else here can figure it out, but anyway, yes. Somebody said I'm sold. But yeah, Jay, what did you think about this speech tonight?
I thought it was brilliant. And looking at the other side, the Democrats at this point, I don't think they deserve a seat at the table for anything. We got 2 years. If the Republicans don't screw this up and we start putting things into motion, we get 2 years going. And Democrats don't even need to be at the table. We don't even need to talk to them. We don't even need to hear what they have to say. They proved who they are tonight. Can't even stand and clap for a child that has cancer. That's it's disgusting. So let them go sit and pout and wave their flag signs or whatever they had while we'll get some work done. My only fear is that I hope that the other Republicans will get in line and vote on things quick as possible, because 2 years and then we have midterm elections.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how that's how that will play out. Hopefully people will see what's going on and they won't vote these people, whoever is up for re-election, and they'll make a change so we can keep this ball rolling. That's what, we still have like Mitch McConnell and all these other people still stuck in here that will vote no because they're retarded or they don't even know what they're voting. So it is just again, I see 2 years. There's a lot of talk. Let's get some arrests going. Let's get some action going. Let's get all this stuff going. I thought the speech was amazing. It is kicking off the golden age of America, in my opinion. And let's go forward.
And how about this? This is such an iconic moment. Remove this gentleman from the chamber. That is America leadership right there. And seeing JD Vance back there just going like, get him out. Like, I love.
That's what I'm saying. They don't even belong at the table when we're going over budgets, other laws that we want to pass, things that we want to do. These people don't even need to be at the table giving any ideas. They need to go cry somewhere. They need to go make fake protests. They need to do whatever they got to do. At this point, what I saw was so disgusting. How do you not cheer for Americans? I get it. You don't like the president. You don't like the policies. That's fine. How do you clap for a longer war, freaking Pocahontas? And how do you not clap for children? Like, that's just stupid, And then so at this point, you don't deserve to be at the table. You don't deserve an apology. You don't deserve any good ideas that you think you might have. You don't deserve it at this point. So just go over there. Let's get stuff done. Get these freaking other rhino Republicans in line. Let's get this stuff going, because again, 2 years, it's gonna come by really quick.
Yep.
And if we just have to put our foot on the gas, man. And so it goes from 2 years to 4 years to 6 years to 10 years to 15 years to 20 years, 50 years. And America is number one in all aspects yet again. So
well, here we go right here. We found what Nancy Pelosi was doing. So
yeah, 100%.
Just drinking.
Maybe Canada will send all the booze they took off the shelves after they already paid for it.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Uh, oh, Nancy Pelosi. She had a rough night. She had a real rough night. And listen, this was a bad night for Democrats. This was a horrifically bad night. We also did get confirmation. Doge has found the 360-year-old Social Security recipient right there. So we did locate who that was. So there you go. Person has been located. So we will deal with that. But yeah, I mean, the memes are glorious. And look, man, there's number 48 right there. Get them out. Just get them out.
Just get them out.
Get them out. We don't have time.
They do not care about our country. They don't care. They'd rather have men in women's sports, crippling and paralyzing American women, American teenagers. They'd rather have that. These are the same. These are the same people that when Donald Trump said, years ago, grab him by the P word. Sorry, Krista. Grab him by that. Oh, it's disgusting. It's so disgusting. It's nasty. But we don't mind a big, fat, hairy guy going into the girl's bathroom. Like, they give me a break. You're the same people that said what President Trump said years ago. Locker room talk was bad, but you're the same people that want a disgusting man walking into a bathroom. Give me a break, man. Give me a break. It's so stupid.
Well, we know that Al Green was removed tonight, and I have.
Oh, he walked right out to the press.
Well,
made his little statement.
I have footage of him being escorted out right there, everybody. So this is the footage of him being escorted out. So there you go with there, and of course, yes, he did. He went. He went right out to the press and started crying to him. And of course, that's exactly what he was going to do the whole time. It was all
tweeted too.
Did he? Okay, I'll have to find his.
Yeah, he was just basically saying now that President Trump said we got the terrorist guy that did this. So literally like 20 seconds after Trump announced that. So
let's see. I just saw a tweet from the Quartering. This could be big time breaking news as well. So let me see if I can find it.
Who is doing the Democratic rebuttal? Does anybody know in the chat?
Okay, so right here, this is breaking news. CobraCast exclusive. Right here, AOC breaking. AOC stayed home tonight to give birth to Elon Musk's 15th child. So there you go. Elon Musk and AOC having Elon's 15th child. So that's why AOC was not there.
You want to know? Several Democrats made a statement online like, "Oh, I can't be there for the speech tonight. I refuse to sit there." You want to know why they really didn't want to be there? Because they didn't want to be caught with the cameras holding up stupid signs, sitting, while we celebrated people like such children that had cancer. They knew that they were going to sit down through the whole thing, so they stayed home. They didn't want to deal with it. That's exactly why they stayed home.
And of course,
cowards.
The memes are glorious for that as well. So here is the signs. They were all holding up Trump 2028 signs. Thank you guys for your support. I know you're scared of JD Vance, so I do understand that you probably would just rather have Trump stay in office. And we're not against that either, by the way. I'm not against that idea. I'm good with either Trump 2028 or Vance 2028. Either way, we're good. So it's really not going to be a problem at all. Essentially, we're looking at a minimum of 12 years of this stuff. We're getting 4 years of Trump. We're gonna have 8 years of Vance, and there's nothing to. I mean, again, the biggest thing to take away. There's two main takeaways from tonight. Trump was masterful tonight. It was a masterful performance from President Trump, which we expected it to be. But the Democrats and how much damage they did to themselves is really. It might be the biggest story. I mean, and they did it because Trump worked them. And Trump knew that if he did these really awesome things and these really inspiring things that any random person would look at and go, regardless of your politics, regardless of how you feel about this, that, or the other, that's a cool moment. That's a cool moment,
That exactly. Like these are Americans. You're supposed to be working for Americans. Again, like, you don't like the president, fine. But you still should cheer for Americans and show the world that, yes, I do care about my country. They did none of that tonight. And whoever's running against them, whenever their time is up, they need to remind the world over and over that these people decided not to stand for a child that almost died of cancer. And this is who we're dealing with. Sorry, I had to pull this one
No, you're
up.
good.
Yeah, this one right there. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with right there. Get them all out.
Oh boy.
I don't know who that representative next
Oh,
to,
boy.
but they all look the same to me. Like, get them all out.
Woo. That is rough right there, man. That was rough. Yeah, I mean, it's what a bad night for these clowns, man. It really
And
was.
they thought they owned, man. They thought they really did something with their little sign.
I think I'm trying to see if the Democrats have a response. So let me see if yeah, here's the Democratic response right here. Here we go. Here we go.
My whole career protecting our homeland. Every country deserves to know who and what is coming across its border.
This is
period. Democrats and Republicans should all be for that. But securing the border without actually fixing our broken immigration system is dealing with the symptom and not the disease. America is a nation of immigrants. We need a functional system keyed to the needs of our economy that allows vetted people to come and work here legally. So I look forward to the president's plan on that. Because here's the thing, today's world is deeply interconnected. Migration, cyber threats, AI, environmental destruction, terrorism. One nation cannot face these issues alone. We need friends in all corners, and our safety depends on it. President Trump loves to say peace through strength. That's actually a line he stole from Ronald Reagan. But let me tell you, after the spectacle that just took place in the Oval Office last week, Reagan must be rolling in his grave. We all
This is your response?
No policy, orange man bad. That's it.
America to combine our military and economic might with moral clarity.
This is
And
terrible.
that scene in the Oval Office wasn't just a bad episode of reality TV. It summed up Trump's whole approach to the world. He believes in cozying up to dictators like Vladimir Putin and kicking our friends like the Canadians in the teeth. He sees American leadership as merely a series of real estate transactions. As a Cold War kid, I'm thankful it was Reagan and not Trump in office in the 1980s. Trump would have lost us the Cold War. Donald
Good
Trump's
Lord.
actions suggest that in his heart, he doesn't believe we're an exceptional nation. He clearly doesn't think we should lead the world. Look, America is not perfect, but I stand with the majority of Americans who believe we are still exceptional, unparalleled. And I would rather have American leadership over Chinese or Russian leadership any day of the week.
Prove it.
Because for generations, America has offered something better. Our security and our prosperity, yes, but our democracy, our very system of government, has been the aspiration of the world. And right now, it's at risk. It's at risk when the president decides you can pick and choose what rules you want to follow, when he ignores court orders and the Constitution itself, or when elected leaders stand by and just let it happen. But it's also at risk when the president pits Americans against each other, when he demonizes those who are different and tells certain people they shouldn't be included. Because America is not just a patch of land between two oceans. We are more than that. Generations have fought and died to secure the fundamental rights that define us. Those rights and the fight for them make us who we are. We're a nation of strivers, risk takers, innovators, and we are never satisfied. That is America's superpower.
This
And
is
look,
so bad.
What a word salad. You're saying nothing.
I've seen democracies flicker out. I've seen what life is like when a government is rigged. You can't open a business without paying off a corrupt official. You can't criticize the guys in charge without getting a knock at the door in the middle of the night.
You sound
So as
arrogant
much
and
as we
pissed
need
off.
to make our government more responsive
You're
to our
not
lives
helping
today,
anything
don't
right now.
for one moment fool yourself that democracy isn't precious and worth saving. But how do we actually do that? I know a lot of you have been asking that question. First, don't tune out. It's easy to be exhausted.
Don't tune
But
out like you
America
all
needs
did
you now
tonight.
more than ever. If previous generations had not fought for this democracy, where would we be today?
Can you give us one
Second,
policy
hold
that
your
you're
elected
thinking
officials,
of?
including
One.
me, accountable. Watch how they're voting. Go to town halls and demand they take action. That's as American as
That's
apple
all they're
pie.
doing is telling us what to do.
Good.
You work for
Organize.
us.
Pick just one issue you're passionate about and engage. And doom scrolling doesn't count. Join a group that cares about your issue and act. And if you can't find one, start one. Some of the most important movements in our history have come from the bottom up. In closing,
Imagine
we all know
thinking
that
this
our
is going
country
to
is
work.
going through something right now.
Imagine thinking this is
We're
going
not
to
sure
work.
what the next day is going to hold, let alone the next decade. But this isn't the first time we've experienced significant and tumultuous change as a country.
I'm getting
a student of history.
I'm getting
And we've gone through
vibes from
periods
my
of
retail
political
days.
instability
I feel like
before.
she screamed at me
And
about the
ultimately,
high
we've chosen
prices
to keep changing
a
this
million
country for
times
the
when I
better.
worked retail.
But
That is your
every
Karen
single
right
time,
there.
We've only gotten
They
through those
literally
moments
gave
because
us
of
a
two
Karen
things.
to
Engaged
cry about
citizens
President
and
Trump.
principled
They sure
leaders.
did.
That's all they
Engaged
did.
citizens who do a little bit more than they're used to doing to fight for the things that they care about, and principled leaders who are ready to receive the ball and do something about it. So thank you tonight for caring about your country. Just by watching, you qualify as engaged citizens. And I promise that I and my fellow Democrats will do everything in our power to be the principled leaders that you deserve.
Holy crap.
You literally went on there and said, I need you guys to do work because we're not going to do it. And then we have no policy or plan or anything because this is literally all you guys did all night. That's it.
That's it.
That is what you did all night. Shout out Krista for sending me all the memes. Freaking hilarious. That's all you guys did.
Oh man.
Unbelievable.
If I were to go to critic list right now and rate Trump's speech, I'm giving it 100%.
Oh, easy.
It had everything. It had celebration. It had hope and, looking forward to the future. It had emotions. It gave you everything you would want from a speech. He even added a little bit of comedy in there. He took some shots at the Democrats. It was a 100%. It's a 10 out of 10 home run right there.
Well,
I mean,
I also
absolutely
love that
awesome.
he came out and he still supported his entire staff.
Yep.
He was like, good luck, Marco, good luck, Cash, good luck. You got a tough job. We need you to do this. We need you to do that. So, it's like, now it's time to get to work, and then the FBI, of course, Cash is in there for a week and he's already caught a terrorist that killed Americans.
Yep.
So, yeah, I loved it. It was pretty good.
And what we witnessed. Thank you guys. You guys are insane with these super chats.
Crazy.
You guys are insane. It's crazy. Tricky for $50. No, it's just, go ahead. The woman personifies Shakespeare right now. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is head no more. It is a tale told by an idiot or an IDOT, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. There you go. Thank you, Tricky. Willie Will was here with the proper 199. Legalize adulthoods, dropping proper 199s. It's crazy. If you are new to the channel, I would like to tell you that a normal stream is better than what you're getting right now, but I'd be lying. We have pretty low standards around here, but if you like people that make you feel better about yourself, you should tune in. We do a good job of making you feel better about yourself. So that's really what we do best is you watch us, and then after we're done, you guys go, my life's not that bad. I'm not that retarded. So,
Exactly.
There you go. So that's pretty much what we do around here. So thank you. Thank you, Richard, for the 50 Talk About a Roast session. Just amazing stuff, man. Cody at DMG, perfect after the dim response. Noted. Yeah, it's right now. I don't know if you saw this one. Here, look. I'm retarded. I'm retarded. I'm retarded. I'm retarded. I didn't get my retarded sign. Oh man. goodness, what a night. And I'm seeing that we got and where does it go? There was some shots from Andor season 2. I needed to bookmark that because we have Geeks and Gamers Daily tomorrow. Krista, what did you think?
I mean, he didn't announce the Switch 2, so a little disappointed.
I saw you tweeting the whole time. You're like tweeting about Switch 2 stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking about how I'm going to fit the Switch 2 in my purse. The OLED barely fits. So I'm calling the president of Nintendo tomorrow.
Are you? Let's see what he has to say.
Yes. And I'm hoping that maybe if that doesn't work, I can call Trump and see what he can do. So
wait a minute. So look at this. I don't know how many of you, well, I don't know if I know Krista won't, but Jay, are you familiar with 538? The poll aggregator. So he's been wrong forever. And I think Disney and ABC have bought him out years ago. It looks like ABC and Disney are eliminating 538. So he's been fired. I don't know if he's been fired after tonight because they were like, dude, we're fucked. All right. Democrats are screwed. You have been wrong so many times. There's no point in keeping you around. So Nate Silver apparently is out. So again, the night just continues to get better and better. So 538 is no more. 538 is always referenced by the mainstream media. Always.
Yeah.
Oh, they just always were like, oh, well, 538 gives Joe Biden a great chance at winning, or Kamala Harris. And he changes it up so much. The guy was an absolute clown. So
I wonder how U.S. aides had to deal with, maybe they had something to do with all this stuff.
Yeah.
No more USAID. We call them US aides.
I'm sure it did. By the way, I just want to remind everybody, Democrats decided that they weren't going to clap for this kid.
Yeah.
But you want to know the craziest part? Because my mom bathes me and my brothers all together. And out of nowhere, I locked up. And then my dad was calling my name, and I started going to the slow thing. And he said, "Stop playing with me." And then I started to act, I ain't gonna lie, I started to act slow. And then as soon as he said that, we was speeding all the way, running lights, going to the hospital. And then next thing you know, I was seizing on the table. They said, "No, we're gonna have to go in his brain tonight." Ever since then, I had 13 brain surgeries, and that's how many times my personality has changed. And that's something that you don't hear from a terminally ill child. They had 5 months to live. I'm gonna keep on going until my gas tanks run out. And that's when God calls you home. You never know when God's gonna call you home. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my dad. I know he's pretty proud of me, and I'm pretty proud of him too. And I'd like to thank President Trump, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today.
Unbelievable.
MSNBC, Nicole Wallace politicizes a young boy fighting cancer. I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump supporters.
Wow. Where's that at?
Libs at TikTok just posted it.
Oh my God.
How do you
kidding me? Here it is right here. Here it is. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Are you kidding me? Hang on.
You let yourself, but I think this was a lesson in finding one thing that you let yourself feel. And I let myself feel joy about DJ. And I hope he's alive for another, 95 years, right? And I hope he lives and the life he wants to live. He wants to be a cop. He knows what he wants to do. And maybe when you have childhood cancer, that crystallizes for you. And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer. But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide. And I hope he isn't one who has to testify against the people who carried out acts of seditious conspiracy and then live to see Donald Trump pardon those people. But I think this was a lesson in finding.
My goodness. That is astounding.
That's evil, man. Freaking
Wow.
evil.
Like that is that is next level. That is insane. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's
holy shit.
TDS is a heck of a thing, man.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's no words. That's just like, that's freaking evil, man.
Now we got Mad Cow.
For the record, and this is disgusting, the president made a spectacle out of praising a young man who's thus far survived pediatric cancer, as if the president had something to do with that. This was in the midst of him praising Doge. The Doge cuts, among other things, have cut off funding for ongoing research into pediatric cancer.
My goodness.
Keep talking. Just keep talking.
They should just continue talking. I just showed you a video of the kid himself praising President Trump.
Yep.
They're saying, like, here he is. He's praises President Trump.
Because my mom bathes me and my brothers all together. And out of nowhere, I locked up, and then my dad was calling my name, and I started going to the slow thing, and he said, "Stop playing with me." And then I started to act, I ain't gonna lie, I started to act slow, and then as soon as he said that, we was speeding all the way, running lights, going to the hospital, and then next thing you know, I was seizing on the table. They said, "No, we're gonna have to go in his brain tonight." Ever since then, I had 13 brain surgeries, and that's how many times my personality has changed, and that's something that you don't hear from a terminally ill child. They had 5 months to live. I'm gonna keep on going until my gas tanks run out. And that's when God calls you home. You never know when God's gonna call you home. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my dad. I know he's pretty proud of me, and I'm pretty proud of him too. And I'd like to thank President Trump, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today.
Kid said it himself. But the Democrats are here to tell us that Donald Trump is not allowed to give this kid the greatest moment of his life in that moment. Did you see his eyes when President Trump said that?
Starstruck, man. Starstruck.
He'll never forget that. He will never forget that moment. I am astonished at how bad the Democrats have done. This is insane, man.
Yeah, you can't hate the media enough.
Like on one hand, I'm happy that they're doing this to themselves, but it really is disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
It really is disgusting. This is where we are, though. They are completely broken. Donald Trump broke them. They've tried to move on to Elon Musk, and it hasn't worked. And it's not going to work. None of this is going to work. I can't wait for some of the more level-headed people in the Democratic Party to have to answer for, and there's not many of them, but there's a couple that are going to have to try and answer for their party, and they're going to look so stupid. And yeah, this is just going to.
No, you're right, and they just spin it to something else.
Yeah,
they're just like they'll just say, "Oh well, he's lying," or they'll just say like, "Yeah, these people just make stuff up." They'll ask the Democrats, "What about this?" They're like, "No, we're for." I've never seen like in these politicians, especially the progressive left, that just literally just lie right to your face. It's like, you guys didn't stand up for the child. No, we did. The cameras weren't on us. They will literally say that. It's crazy to see that more people don't see exactly who they are and what they represent. And if these people that vote for them weren't, I hate to say it, like brainwashed into thinking that Trump is the devil, and everything that they stand for is good, they would never, ever win an election.
Yeah.
But however they win, they keep getting elected. It's just insanity. Like, there's no common sense with them whatsoever. You know what they're going to say? This is what they're going to say. I couldn't pay attention to the speech because I was disgusted that Donald Trump had a black man removed before he talked. That, I guarantee you, that's going to be a headline.
Mm-hmm.
Black man was removed, because of like reasons, and it'll spin. That's how the media will spin it. It's going to be disgusting and not true. But people that didn't watch, or doesn't see the clips, they'll be like, wow, that guy's terrible. So that's how they'll spin it. It'll be great. Watch AOC get on her Instagram and start saying that stuff. I was disgusted. Once he started removing people from the floor, I couldn't watch anymore. I don't even know what he said. They're like, did you know that your party didn't clap for a child with cancer? No, I couldn't watch it because they removed black people from and it'll just build the stupid narrative. And that's just what they do. They never get held accountable. They never confess or admit that they did something wrong or something is wrong in their party. They always try to spin it to the next thing.
Well,
It's
Al Green did make it home. So here he is. He did make it home.
Okay.
So I just want to let everybody know that even though he was a little upset with President Trump, he did make it home. So we're really happy for him. And I hope he just cools off. Just get some sleep, buddy. Just sleep it off. You'll be okay. I'm sure will be okay.
That's a rough day, man. Rough day. And trust me, they're all passing around their talking points as we speak on how to deal with their embarrassment. That's just what they're going to do. They're going to be like, well, Elon's in charge, or they'll say this, or they'll say it. Some of the stupidest talking points, and boom, Laughing Man, what's up? $500.
Holy crap, Laughing Man. $500 from Laughing Man. When is the square up for election day and inauguration day? Also the square up for today. We need Levity J. Canadian Bear. Rawr. The Democrats are unhinged and have been for years. They made a mockery of themselves tonight. There are still people wearing masks, so people that believe Democrats are still right isn't possible to believe.
Yeah.
Laughing Man already asking for the square up tonight. I will do a square up when Tim Pool does a square up.
What a mad lad.
All of the super chats that he missed over the last 5 years when he does a square up stream. So
$500. That's incredible.
$500. And Valiant Renegade just texted me and said, well, YouTube capped the supers. Great show. So they capped Valiant on supers. So thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. I don't know why you guys support us the way you do, but it greatly is appreciated. And obviously, we have a whole team of people here, so it helps because we have Geeks and Gamers. We have all the Geeks and Gamers channels, the website, all that. And another big shout out to Meta PC for, supporting us. We do appreciate them. You can also get custom PCs over there. You can get everything you want over there. Crystal will give you another ad read before we end this show. Unicycle Peon for 50 says, it's funny how all the Democrats were on their cell phones probably arranging their next Tinder and Grindr hookup. Maybe. By the way, so the weather has been holding off in my area here, but it's finally hit. So Hailstorm lost power earlier, who, by the way, he is here. I don't know if he wants to say hello. Say hello, Hailstorm.
Hello.
There we go. But he lost power earlier, and I knew that the storms were coming here tonight, so I can already hear it now. It's starting to rain pretty hard, and I hear the thunder, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, what a night this has been. And Jay, so closing thoughts overall. What are your main takeaways from tonight?
That was a home run, and I hope excuse me, that we implement a lot of these policies moving forward, and we can start to see the prices and stuff go down, the inflation goes down, interest rate, all that stuff. And love to see American-made cell phones and iPhones and all that stuff in our country. That'd be kind of cool.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think it's great. I just hope we get to that point where a lot of jobs are created and everything, and we're moving in the right direction. So,
Krista, what were your final thoughts?
I just hope that Canada, applies with America, because I know that they're kind of just, suffering over there, and it's all thanks to Trudeau. And I also hope that the Switch 2, turns out to be great. I know we're supposed to be getting it here soon, a couple weeks. It's going to be great. So I'm excited for that.
That's your takeaway right there?
Pretty much.
You're just disappointed Trump didn't announce the switch to date and
A
price,
little bit,
right?
yeah. That's why I was here. Like that's the entire time that I was here. I was hoping to see maybe he'll mention Miyamoto or something. I don't know, but that's why. Yeah.
Could you imagine him mentioning Miyamoto? It's a
Why
good
is
guy. He's a great
Laughing
guy.
Man's like screaming at me, Canadian Bear. This ain't my channel, homie. I don't do it on anybody. I gotta do it on my channel. You think I'm gonna see that $500? I ain't gonna see that money.
Miyamoto, great guy. We played Mario Kart a few times. Bat Goat. What's up, Bat Goat? Does Alyssa Mercante know that Jay stole her class?
Hey man, these are blue lockers. I've been dealing with migraines. Sorry. So I've been like having to put that on. And to all the guys out there that are really curious about my butt, I see you in the chat about me wiping. I wipe well. I wipe great. Wiping's a thing over here. You guys take a little joke and you run with it. I'm so glad that you men are so concerned about my butt. It's kind of weird, but hey, it's all good. Yeah, people are saying you lied, Jay. How do you know? You want to come over here and watch? Good Lord.
Oh my gosh. What is Jay doing?
Everyone's just saying, Jay, did you wipe? Asking me if I freaking wiped. What the freak?
There was someone when you came in, I was dying. I had to go off camera. They were like, is that the guy that doesn't know how to wipe?
Yeah. Everything's wiping great. I'll set up a Twitter account. So if you guys
were probably some people that have never watched us, and then now they were like, this is a great group of people, and now this conversation, and they have stopped watching, and they're never watching the channel again now, which probably happens every.
Man. The guys want to know.
Which happens every stream, by the way. There's always something that comes up. They're like, I'm never watching this channel again. If you're interested, that we did spend about an hour and a half talking the other day on a stream about that. Why? Because we're idiots around here. That is the truth. But Krista, why don't you tell them about Meta PC?
I was just about to pull that up. So yes, if you guys are looking for a custom built or pre-built PC, go to metapcs.com and use code 199 for a discount. That is code 199 for a discount. And if you're looking to get other things like accessories such as keyboards, mouse pads, you can do that too. But make sure you use code 199 for a discount.
That's right. Go over there. Check it out. They've got a lot of cool stuff. Veteran owned. All right. They're all about the US of A. I'm sure that they have shipping to all types of areas, though. You'll have to hit them up. They have great customer service. So any questions you have, just hit those guys up. They've been a support. We've been friends with these guys for years. And as a matter of fact, I mean, I don't want to make the official announcement here, but like, I know we're going to have some of them on a stream on Geeks and Gamers here soon too. But like Zach's been out to the meetups before in Vegas. He's always been a supporter of everything we do. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. So we really appreciate them. So all right. So Krista, do you think we highlighted all the super chats?
I can't promise that. But I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. No?
Have you highlighted all the ones that were there when you started?
Yes. When you
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you. All right. Elmo 38 says, Jeremy, look at the picture. Where'd it go? Could not load chats for this live stream. What? Why can't it load chats? It just went away. Something about Double Dragon 2, but I don't know what you said, Alamo at 38. So Rumble's infrastructure sucks. So I have to have an extension to keep up all the super chats. Unicycle Peon for 50 says, it's funny how all the Dems went on their cell phone. Oh, I got that one earlier. Why is that one just coming in now? V6 Neon says, well, I now know where those butter paddles and ping pong paddles are from, and the money went. Krista J says, these idiots holding up signs thinking it's going to unsettle President Trump's speech is hilarious. You idiots persecuted him for a decade. Little signs aren't going to scare him. Grow up. That is true. That is true. Yeah, I lost all of them. Can Wolf says, Rumble is fine. Jeremy is retarded. Two things can be true, but only one of those is true, and I am retarded. But Rumble could have a better infrastructure. They could, but I still like Rumble. I appreciate Rumble. I appreciate what they're doing. And Jay said that he will wear the Canadian Bear outfit in the near future if you spend money on his channel.
What? They want me to wear it now?
No, we don't. No, I got you covered, laughing man. I got you covered. Here we go.
Are they upset about that?
No, here we go.
Canadian Bear. I'm a Canadian bear. We're harmless Canadian bears. I'm a Canadian bear. I'm a Canadian bear.
It's so stupid.
It's like 3 years ago.
It is so stupid. And yet here we are. You basically put that on as a joke on a live stream.
Yeah,
for like
10 seconds.
Yeah, less than a minute probably.
Look at all the money you're making from my wiping stuff. That's unbelievable.
I bought that onesie for Jay for Christmas. We usually send each other Christmas gifts. And it was the last one that I saw at Walmart. Happened to be in his size. So it was destined that I bought it and sent it to him, which I did. And years later, here we are.
This is the most retarded thing I've seen in a while, and that's saying a lot because I watch you daily. And Laughing Man in all caps says, "This is not what I paid for." Not happy with you, Jay.
He doesn't come in my chat anymore anyway. So
he's been mad at me since November. So, oh man, weather's getting really bad outside. So
was it like storming?
Yeah. Bad thunderstorms and wind is really bad. I hope I don't lose power. That's what I'm worried about. Internet should be fine because I have fiber, but I'm worried about power flickering or something like that. But yes, listen, everybody. So tomorrow we got Geeks and Gamers Daily. I still need to watch the episode of Daredevil. I think the first 2 episodes are out, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to try to watch that because we have Geeks and Gamers Daily tomorrow morning. And then I'm probably going to be back for a Cobra Cast tomorrow night as well as a follow-up. So, yeah. Jay, what do you got going on?
Tomorrow I'm taking the whole day off.
Ooh.
You need to. You overslept for park hopping.
So yeah.
You've been working too hard. So
taking the whole day off. No one will hear or see from me for
it's just gonna disappear.
I'm seeing you Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Y'all got park hopping Thursday or something?
Yeah, we got something planned.
Can you announce it, or is it just gotta be it's gonna be a surprise? For those that don't know, we have a theme park channel at Geeks and Gamers called Park Hoppin'. If you want, you can go subscribe to that. Krista and Jay run that channel over there. And we do have a lot of news coming out of Orlando because of Epic Universe opening up very soon. And this is going to be a serious blow to Disney World. Epic Universe is looking to be absolutely incredible. So, yeah. So, yeah, good stuff. So, if you guys want to subscribe to that channel, feel free to do so. Also, the main channel is Geeks and Gamers. For those that are new to the channel, this channel, Geeks and Gamers is our main channel that all of this kind of orbits around. This is my personal channel. And yeah, so we got a lot going on these days.
Fine, I'll go put it on. Give me a minute. Fine.
Ooh.
What happened?
I put on the Canadian Bear.
Last time.
I wonder if he even washes that thing. I've worn it once and it smells.
Yeah, probably not. No,
Well, it must be.
I mean, it's definitely it's he can't. No matter how far he tries to get away from that, he's
coming back.
The people love it.
Yeah.
So while we're waiting for Jay to return, you see it on the screen right there. Meta PC. Go check them out. And of course, it's in the pin post. So, and Chris has already done her ad read for like the 9th time tonight. So,
Okay.
and they're not really an ad read. Like it's just that, you know, they're
I'm
part
not
of,
reading
they're part-
anything. I'm
they're-
just
they're part of G&G in terms of like, they're part of, it's just like Criticless, you know, dude, it is getting bad outside.
Uh-oh.
I hope I'm not getting as long as I don't have tornado watch pop up, I'm good. But it's really bad. Let's see here. I have a full charge on my phone. So severe thunderstorm warning until 11:15.
Hey, last
Hey!
time, enjoy it. I'm just gonna remove the whole rule altogether.
Say the line.
Last time.
I'm a Canadian bear.
Congratulations, Jeremy. Last time. Hope you're happy, Laughing Man. Everybody else.
There we go. All right. So Laughing Man, are you no longer mad now?
You have to say the line, Jay.
Matt, no. I put it on. That's all I'm doing.
You retired?
I'm retiring. That's it.
He's retiring,
Man.
Canadian Bear. I respect
Done
it.
forever.
I respect it. Haven't you said that a few times already, though?
Not official. I kind of said I should, but now I think I'm really gonna be done.
I don't.
We are gaming tomorrow night as well. Krista, what are we playing on Geeks and Gamers Play?
We have Among Us lined up for tomorrow.
That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. So
Everyone's favorite game.
yeah, and the chat really does love when we play that game. So looking forward to that one. That's gonna be awesome. Watch out for Cal's Jeremy dang weather. I tried to. Okay, guys. So we knew this was going to be a huge night, and it was. President Trump delivered in only the way he can. It was masterful. It was beautiful. It was a perfect speech. It was perfectly delivered. The optics were incredible. The presentation was incredible. The passion was incredible. And I cannot believe how awesome this was. I do want to say that Krista on her channel, her YouTube channel, how many subscribers are you from 18,000?
24 subs.
Why don't we pull that channel up right now? Mods, if you want to drop a link to her YouTube channel, I think we can get her to 18K, right? Her YouTube channel is Kika.
It is.
And I think we can get her there. So let's see if we can get her there. So here's Krista's YouTube channel. Okay. So 17.9. Okay. Can we get her to 18,000 subscribers? What do we think? I think we can get you there, Krista.
Oh my gosh, I'm now 15 away.
Oh yeah, 15.
15 subs away. I made it! Oh my gosh.
Yay!
Thank you! Oh my goodness! That is crazy.
Congratulations, Krista.
Thank
Congratulations.
you so much, guys. That's so nice.
Let's refresh right here and officially, boom, there it is.
18K.
Wow.
Wow.
And you know what's crazy is, look at that. She made a video like 2 months ago, 183,000 views. Look at that.
Crazy.
Almost 100K on this one.
Yeah.
You've been killing it. You've been doing really good lately.
If you guys are interested in Nintendo and gaming stuff, Sonic the Hedgehog, you can go sub there.
Yep.
That's
She does
all
a
I
good
talk
job.
about. No
She does-
politics, I'm sorry. Unless Trump announces the Switch 2, then maybe. But otherwise, it's just gaming stuff. That's my life.
Well, congratulations, Krista.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really
Great
appreciate
work.
it.
Great work. Drunk 3PO, what you got going on, brother? Outside of your day off, what else you got going on?
That's about it. Do a Criticless stream where we review old movies on Monday, and just working park hopping with Krista as much as we can to kind of get that channel going to a new level, a new place. So
absolutely,
it's been a lot of fun. And then me and Ryan, you see a lot of us me and Ryan on daily. So
yep.
That's what's happening.
So we got a big day tomorrow. I have 3 streams tomorrow. So I hope you guys will hang out with us. So we've got the Geeks and Gamers Play where the gaming stream will be. I know we have a lot of channels, and I know it's the way the YouTube game is. So Thank you guys so much for all of the super chats. I think we got all of them highlighted, I think. You know, I do appreciate it. And I'm going to check out Daredevil and see how that is. Looks like it's pretty decent. So thank you guys so much. Have a great evening. Shout out to Meta PC, promo code 199, and we'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone. Say bye, Jay.
Canadian Bear.
Say bye,
it.
Krista.
Bye.
And